Today we're going to be throwing a blue and silver Castmaster. It's one of my most favorite things I like to use when I'm fishing for trout. It's just super simple and easy. And I brought some extra flies in case they're creeks. In case they're not liking any of that, I brought some like salmon eggs and stuff, and atomic teasers, which are Berkeley. And yeah, we're hiking to a super isolated lake, backpacking and walking by some pretty beautiful sights in my opinion. I did make my pack a little too heavy, but it's gonna be like this until I get better gear. But just wait until you see what's to my left right now. Watch this. Ready? Boom. Look at that. That is beautiful. We passed nothing but hills like that when we were coming down here. Just got Andrew with me, sticking it back with him. Zach, Pablo, and Michael are up ahead. We'll catch up with them in a little bit, but just some crazy sights. And yeah, my next backpacking trip, I'm honestly probably gonna do solo. Try to at least, and see what happens. So right now, we are currently passing like a little meadow, and I think we're gonna find some shade and stop and eat some lunch really quick because there's quite a few of us who are pretty hungry. So I'll catch up with you guys when we stop and eat for some lunch real quick. All right, so we're stopped on the side of the trail, and I'm just gonna go ahead and snack on some pineapple slices, some jerky, probably some veggie chips. See what happens. Dude, where's my pole? I basically just ran into the worst situation possible. Me and Andrew were waiting behind, trying to get a shot really quick. And right when we're about to get the shot, everybody else is walking ahead. And I realized I forgot my pole back where we ate lunch, which was kind of far. So I had to hike all the way back down, grab my pole, and then come back up. So now me and Andrew behind everybody. Welcome to the John Muir Wilderness.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah. You good, Andrew? The hike continues. We're currently in the John Muir Wilderness, and I have to say it's pretty beautiful up here. Definitely recommend bringing lots of bug spray. There's tons of mosquitoes, but other than that, it's incredible. I love it. Can't get anything like this. Well, you can, closer to more populated areas, but backpacking is just fun in my opinion. I like it a lot. And this trail is pretty straightforward, so once we get to the actual lake, we're gonna look to start catching some fish and seeing what we could grab. Super cool though. It's always worth it. Hit a dead end. I'll walk over. I'll just, huh?
That's pretty wide. That's probably better. You don't want to use blue whale.
My shoes are waterproof.
Hey, this shit's edible.
What is it?
Miner's lettuce. Oh.
What is it?
It's miner's lettuce.
How do you know?
The white flowers and the shape of the petals. It always grows. Oh, shit.
Dude, you good?
Yeah, I'm fine. Now I'm drenched.
See that?
I got bit by a pirate.
Secret lake found. Let's go.
Possible big.
We've been hiking for quite a bit, and the funny thing about this spot is that there's been Bigfoot sightings, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's been Bigfoot sightings out here in this area of the John Muir Wilderness, and we finally made it to the lake. We're all pretty hyped, and I just can't wait to go out and, you know, start fishing. My hair's all jacked up, but I mean, you expect backpacking, but I'm pumped that we finally made it here. I got Pablo and Andrew like directly behind me. You probably can't see them, and I can show you what I'm gonna be throwing. Since we're so high up, I'm probably gonna be just using some flies with this bubble that I have. And if you don't know what the fly and bubble technique is, I have a different video where I go over the fly and bubble. So I'll go ahead and leave the link in the description, and you go and watch that video on how to get started with the fly and bubble. But pretty lethal technique. I like it a lot. You know, aside from fly fishing, Michael's never been hiking before. Andrew's never been hiking before either. So it's both their first time, and they've done incredible for how far we came and, you know, where we're at. Props. But I'll see you guys once we get like closer to the water. Oh my God, look at this, you guys. It's like walking into literally just a haven. Look at this. A fishing haven we just walked into in the middle of the forest. Oh my God, look at this. I love being able to just share experiences like this with other people, just to see what's out there. We're in the dead middle of the forest. We are far. It's incredible. So found a spot to set up camp. Looks like a very nice spot. Yep. Nice flat ground. And we made it. You. How you feel, dude?
Good.
You were struggling there for a second.
Oh, shoot. Yeah. Here, can I have some?
Look at that. Right behind us, got the lake. Money. Trying to make our way over. Other side where the lake's deeper, catch some trouts. Catch some trout. Should be fun. So we're trying some fishing right now, but we may have to wait until the morning to see how deep the water really is, because we lost sunlight by the time we started fishing, and I can't really tell how deep this lake actually is. It may be really, really low to the point where we have to actually like get down in there and get our feet wet and, you know, walk up to like our knees or something and fish from there, because everything around here is really, really shallow. But other than that, I mean, this place is literally like in the middle of John Muir Wilderness, and it's just beautiful. It's crazy. It's just, you would never even think that something like this would be here. And it's just like, when we first walked in, it was just like a fisherman's haven. Like, you walk through the trees and the sun was just glaring down, and then you could just see just this little honey hole in the middle of like nowhere. It's insane. Got Andrew over here with me. About to head back to camp right now and start a fire, and I'll probably actually explore a little bit at night with a flashlight and, you know, see what I could find. I heard there's some Bigfoot sightings, so I mean, screw it. Why not? Currently heading back to campsite. when we got here, all we did was we set up our tent and, you know, did all that shenanigans. Had like a little snack, and then we've been trying to fish for probably like an hour or so, and it's just, the water's really shallow. So, I mean, tomorrow morning I'm probably gonna wake up and see if I could, you know, really tell how deep this water is, because we're basically out of sunlight for the day. And I just can't see how deep it is and where I'm throwing and if there's any fish in there. But unfortunately there wasn't any creeks on the way either, but regardless, this is still a really, really beautiful place. And when it's full, I'm sure it's just filled with trout. It's incredible. I love this kind of stuff. Losing some sunlight out here. It's around 8:30 p.m. And, you know, we got, you know, camp set up. Got a majority of it set up. Yeah, got tent. That's our trash bag right there. Got fire going. I got my boots and socks right there because I actually screwed up and stepped in the water trying to get to a better spot, and yeah, they're soaked now. So yeah, and Andrew's over there. What you making over there, bro?
A spear.
Let me get a look at that real quick. Damn. This dude's out here ready. But yeah, good times. So, you guys should explain your first trip backpacking. Your thoughts?
It's fucking hard.
It's tough.
It's tough.
Rough?
Yeah.
Very.
Over there, the Ted soreness.
Yeah.
It's not easy, but I mean, once we got here, it was like, it was cool looking. Like, as soon as we walked through, like, all the brush, it was literally just like the sun, like, you could see the sun rays beaming through the tree, and it was like, oh, just like.
Honestly, if you had asked me like halfway through, I would say nothing's worth this. But I'd say it was worth it.
There are ways you're going down, dude. It's just because we're going to be starting brand new, going back up, and then we're going only up right here. And the rest of it just fucking downhill from there.
Yeah, I mean, it was a cool hike, though. Like,
Yeah, it was a cool hike. I think we're going to do it. How long do we do it? 3 hours it take us?
probably around there. 3.5 hours. 3.5 maybe.
Yeah, we're gonna go way faster. Probably 2.
No, because it'll be downhill. Like, the whole way to get up here there was an elevation change, so it's gonna we're gonna be a lot quicker on the way down. But cool.
Say like an hour and a half too.
I think you guys would be more enjoyable too if you had like the proper gear. Like, if you had the proper gear, I
I'm
think.
in the proper gears of it. It's like that pack.
All right, so
You could rinse
I'm
out
boiling
the
some
lines.
water right now, and what I'm preparing is like a little late night snack. It's about, what time is it? Like 10:20?
Yeah, it's like 10:22. Yeah.
10:22 p.m. at night, and it's got the little stove out.
Can't see shit.
Yeah, boiling some water right now, and I'm basically gonna be cooking up this right here. We got some freeze-dried food, Mountain House. Mine's home-style chicken noodle casserole. And wait, what do you have again?
Beef stew, baby.
Beef stew, and then you have what? Like
I got
Mexi-
some Mexican like shit, Mexican beans and fucking I don't know.
Mex-
Something Mexican.
Mexican chicken and rice.
Them dumplings.
I don't fucking
Oh yeah, look at it. Let's hold on. Let me see real quick. See what Andrew's got real quick. Those look really good, man. This thing comes in clutch. Like, it's not that bad. It was like $44 for the stove, and then the propane was like $9.99. It's not bad at all. It boils water really quick and really efficient. It's pretty cost efficient too. And I'll let you guys know how this freeze-dried food is. I've never tried it before, but it's got sufficient amount of protein in it and calories, so I'll just give it a try. Michael liked his earlier. What did you have earlier? Chicken teriyaki?
Tasted pretty fucking good. I'm not gonna lie. Like, it tasted like chicken teriyaki. Like I was at Panda Express.
Nice.
Oh, this isn't turning.
So we're gonna try some of this freeze-dried food. All you do is add 16 ounces of water to it, boiling water. Got the boil. Put that in there. Let's see, it's almost enough. I think that's just about enough. And then Alright, so now you just stir it up a bit. Oops. So right now I added boiling water, 16 ounces to this, and surprisingly smells pretty good. And see how it tastes in a little bit, but actually doesn't seem as bad as people made it out to be. Can't really see much, but yeah, we're out here hiking for some wood and stuff. Fire's about to run out. We're trying to keep it running for a decent time because it's getting kind of cold, and I got my shoes wet like an idiot, so my shoes are soaked, my boots are soaked, they got soaked inside, and then my socks are soaked, and one of them just actually accidentally burned on fire, so extra pairs though, clutch. It's crazy. It's that night hiking, you know what I mean? Ah! Ow!
You know what the fuck a fire is?
What?
Start looking for a big piece of wood, you know?
Damn, sketchy. Out here though. It is so dark out here, man. I wish I had a better light. Oh my god. It's crazy. And we're back. What's up, guys?
I just finished making my shirt.
Good?
It looks dank. I found a dope ass lightning.
Dude, that's sick.
Basically, we have to hike all the way back down now, and Michael's got to make it to work at like 6 o'clock, 7, and it's roughly around noon right now, so we're just cleaning everything up and making sure we get all of our trash, get our trash bag, and take the tent down, and we're gonna head out of here. Hope everyone enjoyed this video. There wasn't too much fishing just because the fact that when we got here we really couldn't see the water, like how high it was, and this morning I went ahead and threw my drone over the water, and I looked down and there's not a lot of deep spots, so this lake is really low level right now, even though at certain times of the year it is higher. It's just I don't think that there was very many fish, and a lot of the spots that are a little bit deeper, they're not accessible from foot unless you want to get wet, and this water's really freezing. But see you guys in my next video.